BingX, a trusted global crypto exchange. Trade spot, futures, or copy top traders easily. Sign up via the link or referral code to get 30 USDT instantly, plus up to 1,500 USDT in bonuses for verification, deposit, and trading.
The southern Philippines was violently shaken Friday by a powerful 7.6 magnitude earthquake, a seismic event that has claimed at least 5 lives and prompted a tsunami alert. The tremor, striking at 9:43 a.m. local time, originated in the waters off Manay town in Mindanao at a shallow depth of just 10 kilometers, sending shockwaves across the region. While the initial tsunami warning was later lifted, the quake's brutal force left a trail of devastation and fear. Among the confirmed fatalities were 2 patients who succumbed to heart attacks at a hospital during the terrifying moments of the earthquake, and a third individual tragically killed by falling debris in Mati City, Davao Oriental, as confirmed by Edner de Angarang, the regional director of the Civil Defense Office, speaking to the Associated Press. Further compounding the tragedy, 2 villagers lost their lives and several others sustained injuries in a destructive landslide triggered by the earthquake in a remote gold mining village in Pantucan Town, Davao de Oro Province, a grim report from De Angarang revealed. The Philippine Seismology Agency, initially issuing a significant tsunami warning, cautioned that hazardous waves could impact coastlines within a 300-kilometer radius of the epicenter. Hours later, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center declared the immediate threat had passed, bringing a measure of relief. However, the Earth's fury was far from over. A powerful aftershock, registering a magnitude of 6.9, jolted the region around 7 p.m., reigniting concerns and prompting the Seismology Agency to issue a new warning of possible tsunami waves exceeding 1 meter above normal tides within the subsequent 2 hours. Thankfully, there were no immediate reports of casualties or widespread damage associated with this significant aftershock. Social media channels were flooded with harrowing footage in the aftermath of the initial quake, capturing scenes of sheer panic. Students were seen fleeing their classrooms in disarray, radio anchors abandoning their posts mid-broadcast, and individuals desperately crouching and bracing themselves as the ground convulsed violently. The sheer force of the tremor was evident as motorcycles were toppled like dominoes. The governor of Davao Oriental, Edwin Jubahib, recounted the widespread panic that gripped residents, stating, "Some buildings were reported to have been damaged. It was very strong." Evacuation orders were swiftly issued across affected areas, and schools suspended classes for the day as a precautionary measure. Reports of infrastructure damage began to emerge, including visible cracks appearing on the Magsaysay Bridge in Butuan City, highlighting the extensive impact of the seismic activity. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. of the Philippines assured the public that authorities were diligently assessing the full extent of the damage and preparing extensive search and rescue operations. "We are working round the clock to ensure that help reaches everyone who needs it," Marcos stated, underscoring the government's commitment to providing aid. Meanwhile, Energy Secretary Sharon Garin confirmed that officials were closely monitoring 4 electric companies in Mindanao as power supply experienced disruptions in some areas. The cause of these shutdowns, whether directly linked to the earthquake's impact or implemented as a precautionary measure, remained unclear at the time. A teacher in Compostela town, near Manay, identified as Christine Siert, shared her terrifying experience with Agence France Pressa. She was participating in an online meeting when the violent shaking commenced. "It was very slow at first, then it got stronger. That's the longest time of my life. We weren't able to walk out of the building immediately because the shaking was so strong," she described, her voice still echoing the fear. The ceilings of some offices fell, but luckily no one was injured. She further elaborated that many of the school's 1,000 students suffered panic attacks and breathing difficulties. In Davao City, journalist Kath Cortez noted the appearance of small cracks on the ground floor walls of her family's home. "I was surprised by the strength," she recounted, mentioning that her family members immediately evacuated the house. This devastating earthquake struck merely 10 days after another significant seismic event, a 6.9 magnitude earthquake that hit Bogo City in Cebu Province, tragically claiming 71 lives. Aftershocks continue to be felt in that region, a stark reminder of the Earth's